Our next story is from the United Kingdom. You must have seen the visuals coming in through the day. The rest of the world is bracing for the holiday season. The UK is bracing itself for a season of strikes. It seems to have become the norm. Every year around this time, unions in the UK go on a strike. But this time, things look different. Thanks to the nurses at the NHS. More than 100,000 of them have hit the streets to demand a pay hike and better working conditions. They're calling it the largest NHS strike in history. Take a look at this next detailed report.
We care. We care.
These images are from London.
What do we want?
What you see are National Health Service nurses staging a protest over their salaries. They want the government to increase their pay by 19% and provide them with better working conditions. This is no ordinary protest. It's the largest in history. Look at the numbers. Over 100,000 nurses are protesting. They represent at least 76 hospitals. The walkout has left them empty. Reports say over 70,000 appointments, procedures and surgeries have been cancelled due to this. These are big numbers, but the nurses say these numbers are pale in comparison to what they're earning.
I mean, it hasn't been an easy choice. You enter the nursing profession because you want to help people, care for people while they're unwell. But those who are unwell today, or those who are in need of care, are receiving that in the hospitals. They are staffed caring for those unwell patients.
We have to acknowledge that we're only here because we've been pushed to this. We have been pushed to this occasion right now of being on strike, and there will be further strikes. But we have to acknowledge that we aren't here by choice and that we've not done this on an easy whim.
This protest is not an isolated incident. You see, Britain is facing a winter of discontent. A gigantic wave of industrial action with strikes crippling the rail networks, the country's postal services, even airports. Look at these images. They're from December 9th. These are UK's Royal Mail workers. Protesting over pay and working conditions, they say they want a pay rise due to inflation. They're warning of a wave of pre-Christmas strikes.
I mean, everything's going up in price, and then they're offering us a silly pay deal that doesn't coincide with inflation at all. I'm finding it really hard, to heat my house, to feed my children. Just to live every day as a normal person should. I work hard enough for it. We all work hard enough for it. So we deserve a decent pay rise, decent terms and conditions.
Look at these images now. They're from December 13th. This is when UK's rail workers went on strike. The reason was the same: soaring inflation and growing costs. Their warning too is the same: a series of strikes in the run-up to Christmas.
Well, we're sorry about the disruption. We don't want to have this disruption. We don't want our members on strike and losing their wages. But what they've got to understand, I think, is that the government is provoking this situation. They stopped settlements and proposed settlements coming through. So I hope that the travelling public can stick with us and understand that our members have been put in an impossible position.
But out of all of these strikes, it's the sight of nurses on picket lines. This will be the standout image for many Britons this winter. The NHS is the lifeline of UK's health system. It has developed the status of national treasure by treating thousands of Britons free of cost, that too for over 106 years. Never in its history has the NHS witnessed industrial action on such a scale, and the number of protesters could increase if their demands are not met. So what is the British government planning to do? Well, last we checked, it had refused to discuss raising salaries. This has only raised the prospects of more strikes. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.